So what we would like to do right now is give you a look at what the first lesson of the Bible X looks like. And we're going to just talk about it and give you an overview and tell you how you can use the materials provided. So the first sheet you will see when you get your curriculum is an outline kind of page. It has the objective and the memory verse of the day on it. The objective is the goal that we want to achieve of the day, so it's important to know that. And the memory verse is what the kids will be memorizing for the day. So it's also important that you encourage your campers in memorizing it, and they can use it to get points and use those points to help dunk the leaders in our future dunk tank. The second page we have is a leader's reflection page. And on this we have a prayer section and some things that you can think about as a leader. It's important that before you even really start looking at your curriculum and what you're going to be teaching your kids, that you prepare yourself and really get God's Spirit working in you. So we have a bunch of things you can pray for, including your campers, the camp, yourself, especially as a leader. And we also have a bunch of questions that you can spend time reflecting on as you prepare. The third page we have is a Bible X planning sheet. This sheet has a chart on it which has an outline section, a materials needed section, and a time required section. These pages are really useful in helping you plan out your lesson, fill in blanks of where you need to put stuff, and make time limits for yourself. So it also has a section on it that talks about what you want your campers to think about and what you want them to do after they've learned this lesson. So just kind of get, once again, the mindset of your objective in teaching this lesson. On this page, this is something you can use actually when you're teaching the lesson. It's just a good way to ask some questions and draw your campers in. There's questions on the drama that the kids will see in the morning chapel. There's questions relative to the theme. And there's also a prayer section which gives you ideas to use when you're praying with your campers. It's important that you do pray with your campers at the beginning and the end of each lesson. And it's important to encourage them also to participate and really use it as a time to speak to God. This sheet is full of a bunch of Bible verses. They can be used in many different ways. You definitely don't need to use all of them. They're just there as an option. All of them are relative to the day's theme that you have. They're really good for sword drills or different memory verse scavenger hunts. They also just give different insights into different aspects of the day's theme. Next we move on to Bible stories. There is multiple stories for each lesson, and you definitely don't need to use all of them. I highly recommend not using all of them. You'll run out of time very quickly. But each lesson is, once again, relative to the theme, and it gives different insights to the theme again. So, for example, in this story that I have here, it's about Paul and Silas in prison, and it's found in Acts 16. With it, there comes discussion questions and also a key concepts section, which kind of summarizes and maybe puts it into a more kid-friendly language. So for the first lesson, we have also included the Easter story. We've included this because we want to start presenting the gospel message to the kids the first day and throughout the entire week. This is important, obviously, because it's the whole means to why we run camp. And we presented the story in a creative way. We've provided different symbols that you can use and different types of descriptions that you can use for each lesson. The final section that we have is a crafts and games section. It provides a bunch of different activities, games, object lessons, and things that you can use for your campers. All of the activities are relevant to the day's theme, so you can tie them into the stories you read and the different Bible verses you've used. So they're good tools to use to draw your kids in and to get them involved in the lesson.